Hey everyone, this is Heart Capricorn. Today I want to discuss how easy it is for a Capricorn to get over a breakup. Now I do want to say that Capricorns are very much so interested in building long-lasting relationships. We are definitely not the type of sign who jumps from person to person to person. Once we love somebody, we stay put. We are loyal, we are caring, and we want to be with that one person. But such is life. Sometimes things don't work out the way that we want them to work out, and it's very important for you to know when it is time for you to just move on. And Capricorns definitely get to that point where we become, I would say, sort of cold, and we give off that impression that we really don't care. And honestly, Capricorns, once we get to that point where we feel like we have lost trust in you or we've tried everything that we can try, Capricorns really don't care. Capricorns can be cold. And that is when you see that side of a Capricorn that a lot of people talk about as being negative with our emotions and just being cold-hearted and unfeeling towards other people. But it's also good for you to know that it takes a lot for a Capricorn to actually get to that point. We are not all the time walking around as this cold person or a person who just can walk past you without saying anything and just ignore your whole existence. That is not who a Capricorn is at the core. That is who a Capricorn is when we are pushed over the edge. So it is easy for a Capricorn to get over a breakup or any type of relationship once we feel like we have tried all that we can do to salvage that relationship. Once a Capricorn sees that there is no future in something, or we're trying and trying and trying to save a relationship and the other person is not trying at all, that is when a Capricorn will just completely wash our hands of you. And at that point, that is the easiest way for a Capricorn to just walk away from a relationship. Capricorns definitely are never going to sit around or be with somebody that makes us feel uncomfortable. Any situation or any relationship that makes us feel uncomfortable or unwanted is something that we will get out of immediately and with no regrets. Capricorns are going to run the opposite direction and never look back. But I will say that we do try our best to save relationships. We don't like to start over with new people. It's not really easy for a Capricorn to just open up to strangers and share our emotions. So when we do that with people, those are the type of relationships that we like to hold on to. And I can be the first to admit that Capricorns will hold on to a relationship much longer than we should. But once a Capricorn is done, we are done. And that is a good thing about a Capricorn. Capricorns will try with you. Capricorns will be loyal to you. We will do what we can do. We will do all that we can do in order to save a relationship. But once it is over, and it is no looking back for us. And we are definitely a sign who doesn't like to do things halfway. We like to put our all into our relationships and anything we do in life in general. We're not going to half do something or not give it everything that we have. And so once we have been pushed over the edge and we see that the attitude isn't changing, the situation isn't changing, that is when Capricorns are just going to walk away, and at that point it becomes easier for a Capricorn to just completely wash our hands of you. And the next reason why it is easy for a Capricorn to get over someone is because we refocus on self-improvements. We want to better ourselves. We want to do better than our current situation. And honestly, yes, when you see us in a couple months or a couple weeks or however long it is, we want you to see that we're doing better than you or better than we was when we were with you. Capricorns are always seeking for self-improvements, and what better way to refocus your mind after a breakup than improving yourselves and getting yourself back and doing the things that you want to do. And honestly, it's just easier for a Capricorn to get over someone because we are just focusing on better things. We leave the past in the past, and it is definitely no going back. And that is just the honest truth. Capricorns are not the type of people who will dwell in our emotions for too long, or we're not going to constantly throw pity parties for ourselves. and allow somebody else to make us feel bad. Do Capricorns have our moments where we do soak in our emotions? Of course, everybody soaks in their emotions at some point in their lives. But the good thing about Capricorn is that we don't stay stuck in our emotions and we don't stay stuck with feeling bad for ourselves. Capricorns are definitely able to pick ourselves up and move on and do what we have to do in order to just keep getting better and better every single day, with or without you. And that is the wonderful thing about Capricorn. Now, Capricorns love love. We love bonds. We love building relationships with people, meaningful relationships with people. But we're also not going to waste our time or waste other people's time when it comes to living life. Capricorns, if we don't see any benefit with being with you, Capricorns will definitely have a way easier time cutting you off or just moving on from a breakup or any type of relationship. So once we are able to refocus our priorities, it is way easier for us to move on and see the bigger picture. And the last point that I want to talk about as to why it is easy for a Capricorn to walk away after a breakup or get over a breakup is we are able to cut our emotions off. Now, I would be the first to tell you that Capricorns are some of the most caring people. We are very warm towards people that we care about. And we are way more than what other people try to portray us as. Capricorns are not just walking around with a chip on our shoulder or walking around emotionless. Capricorns have a lot of emotions. We just know who to show our emotions to and who not to show our emotions to, and who to let in and who not to let in. We are extremely loyal and we have no issue showing our emotions or our softer side to those who we love and have built a bond with. But on the flip side, once a Capricorn feels like we have been put into a situation that is not good or a situation that we have to get out of, that is when a Capricorn is able to cut our emotions off. And also when a Capricorn feels like we have been betrayed. But Capricorns are able to shut our emotions off like a light switch. Capricorns can care for you one day and then you do something just so horrendous to us or you betray us in any kind of way and our emotions towards you have changed completely. Capricorns do not take disrespect from anyone. And if you have pushed a Capricorn to the point where we feel like we've done everything for you or we feel like we have shown you our emotions and you've taken it for granted, Capricorns are not going to take that lightly. And that is when a Capricorn can become a complete different person from what you know. Capricorns can turn our emotions off. You can think that we are the coldest person in the world. So when people talk about Capricorns being cold and not having emotions, it really depends on how the Capricorn is being treated. Capricorns are not going to treat our loved ones or people who we have built close bonds with or even strangers unemotionless or just cold. You have to really do something to a Capricorn to push us to that level. So if you have pushed a Capricorn over the edge or you have betrayed us in any kind of way, Capricorns are able to easily turn off our emotions towards you and just completely walk away from everything that is going on, because at that point we may feel like there is no reason to fight for the relationship or what we have. So yes, those were my reasons why I feel like Capricorns are easily able to get over somebody. I know that there are so many more, and I want to hear what you guys have to say down in the comments below. What are some ways that help you easily get over somebody that you have been in a relationship with, or even just, a casual relationship? I really want to hear what you guys have to say about this topic down below. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe for more videos, and you'll be sure to hear from me soon. All right, bye-bye.
I know that